Hello everyone. So today I'm going to explain you some of the uh, projects, end-to-end projects, which are mainly used in the domain of data science. And for that, I am going to create a notebook here on OneNote. Okay, so now I can move it on the just a second. I'm just setting up something. Okay, so today's agenda is first of all, we will know about the project and like what we are going to do in the upcoming videos. And the second one is the how the project look like. Third one, we will discuss about the purpose, the main objective of the project, and we will also take some um, outcomes that we should have to take away with us for the. So let's proceed. Here, the project I am going to discuss is about uh, sensor fault detection. So what is the project? Let me discuss a little bit. Let me go to my GitHub and we will see about the sensor fault project. So here, as we can here see that the problem statement saying that this project aim to detect the and predict faults in air pressure system. So there is a company in which air pressure system. What is the air pressure system? Let me explain it. So air pressure system is some type of uh, closed system where the air has been like a tire of the bus or any vehicle or it could be any other systems also where the vessel has been used in which the air pressure or gaseous pressure has been increased to compress the gaseous gas and in vehicles to maintain the air pressure inside the tube and tires so that uh, the maintenance costs could be removed or could be minimized. I want to say that the main focus of this project is to develop a system where uh, we will be acquiring the data from the APS system, air pressure sensor systems, and what those data, what we will be doing from those data, we will be uh, creating a model. Which type of model we will be creating? Let's answer me first. So the purpose of this uh, creation of the data uh, is acquiring the census data in the database. Uh, First of all, if we so let me go to the note and discuss it in briefly about all the things, all the aspects. So, so we have a vehicle. Don't go on the on diagram. Please focus. So here we have a vehicle. So their sensor has been attached to it, and any company who is using this system will have so many uh, sensors. Like they could have up to 10,000 sensors or up to lakhs of sensors. And the main point in these type of thing, data acquisition, is they are working on real time basis. Like they are pushing their data real time in a real time. So if you may ask a question here, like why can't we use? So let me discuss first what we are using here. So we are using here Kafka Streamline. So what is the Kafka Streamline? Actually, Kafka Streamline is a big data tool set. It come under the big data tool set where Kafka, it's a platform which is providing a streaming data processed in a real time. There you can create a pipeline uh, on which you can push the data, and within the timeline, and there are various timelines, you can also restore that data into your SQL or NoSQL databases. So what I wanted to say, so these sensors will be generating data, real time data. So these data will be going to the Kafka, and this Kafka streaming will be storing the data as per the configuration. Some storage is providing up to 24 hours of storage. Like you will have take a backup of the data within the 24 hours, otherwise it will be erased from it. Or some you can also configure it for up to 7 days. Also. So whenever you will get the data, get the time, then you can write the programs or a streaming pipeline to push the data from the Kafka streaming to the NoSQL database. Let me create here NoSQL DB. So what we will be doing? So we will be first of all streaming data, all of the sensors, a lot of data. Sensors data will be pushed towards the Kafka streaming pipeline, and the data has been stored temporarily on temporary basis to the Kafka pipeline. And then what happened actually? So if 50%, for example, we are taking this amount, like 10,000 of data. So this data has been creating per second. So 10,000 points will be created per second. So in 1 hour, so for in every second, 10,000. We can say that we have 10,000 columns for the every sensor, and we are capturing that 10,000 sensors and putting in the database. So in 1 minute, we will have 60 dataset, and in 1 hour, we will have 3,600 columns per hour. Sorry, not columns, it will be the rows. So 3,600 rows per hour. 60 into 60 simply. So on that column will be generated in the data pipeline. So what we are thinking as per the SQL database, but the data has not been stored in the SQL manner, in the tabular format, in the Streamline. So what will be the format? What is the real-time format of the storing data? Actually, real-time data has been mainly the program has been written, and we are also going to use the JSON format. And this is the worldwide acceptable API formats commonly used everywhere. So what we are doing, the JSON JSON data has been created by sensors, and then it will be pushed to the uh, Kafka, and then again it will be pushed toward the databases, any type of databases. So here, same JSON format has been stored. From here to here, also JSON has been pushed and then stored in the form of the as per you in the company compliances or your requirement. You can also save it in the format of tabular format, and you can also save it in the NoSQL database or data warehouses, any type of file systems. You can save it there. So here we are using sensor data. We are discussing about why not to use directly. If you ask this question, then I will tell you one thing. Like when we will try to push it directly towards the database, any type of database, then what will be happen? If you have worked with any type of data and try to access the database using any language like Python, Java, or uh, C. So what you have seen that you will have to create a connection each time you want to fetch some data or write some data. So if you can assume if you are pushing 10,000 or lakhs of data every second, every census, will that database will be able to handle that much connection per second? Of course not. That requires a lot of efforts to put in 10,000 or even lakhs of data per second. So that's why we are using Kafka pipeline. So on temporary basis, Kafka pipeline will be storing the data, then it will be pushing to the databases. I think this point is clear. So again, what we are going to see here. So here, this is the overall diagram, but what is the main thing we are going to see is we don't have the real-time sensors here. So what we are going to do is we will be simulating it. Actually, we have the CSV dataset where we have a lot of data. I think 30 lakhs row. I have 30 lakhs or 3 lakhs approx row I have, and we will be pushing that 30 lakhs row or 3 lakhs row. Sorry, let me take it 30 lakhs rows, 3 lakhs rows in the form of 5K, 5,000 rows at a time. So what we will be doing, we will push the data, census data, 5,000 census data to the Kafka streamline. We will be generating 5,000 census data to the Kafka, and then we will be fetching that data to the SQL. And what will be the process of writing those pipelines? We will see that also. And again, after that, we will also see the way. There are two things: the producer, the producer programming, and data consumer program. So what we will be doing in these formats, actually here we will be simulating sensors data and pushing it to, what that means, simulating the Kafka means we will be reading the data from CSV and pushing it to the Kafka pipeline. And here what we will be doing, we will be uh, uh, pushing the data, fetching the data from Kafka pipeline to the NoSQL or SQL or NoSQL database. So I hope you guys will be getting the point. And if you guys are not understanding anything, you can comment it down. I will explain it later in the shorted form, or I will give a written answer also, or we can also communicate on the by some online means. You, I think you can understand that. So what here we are going to uh, do now. So in the next video, we will be uh, fetching the, we will see the data, like actual programming part. We will also create some cloud thing like next lecture. I will see you the working, create the online assignment account to use Kafka. So what is Confluent? You can also search it down today in a spare time. Actually, it provide a free tier of 1 month trial for, where you can use. They give you the credit to use Explore, big data, a lot of tools of big data, and we will be creating. So make sure you will have a Gmail account here for that. We will be creating that and then pushing the data. Okay, these three things we will be doing in that. Okay, so this is today's session. We will meet you soon.